La Dermique in Feeding Hills offers a unique procedure that can tighten and smooth the skin in a variety of areas. Patient consultant Kelly Ivy-Subak joins us to share more. Kelly, I was able to go and visit you last week and learned all about ThermiSmooth, and we're going to show you the procedure in just a bit. But first, talking about eyes. A lot of people have the wrinkles around their eyes or the brow that falls, and they just don't know what to do about it.
It's probably the most common thing that I get complaints about, and really in the past the only thing that's been available is what's called an upper or lower blepharoplasty, which is a surgical procedure. When it comes to lasers, we can't get that close to the eye because we can't treat within the ocular cavity. So to actually have a procedure that does something for the eyes is pretty exciting for us.
Now, how close can you get with this procedure?
We can get all the way to the orbital ridge, so we can really do that saggy brow, the crow's feet, the bagging, the slip fat pad all through here, and the results are amazing. I've been doing it myself, and I am over the moon with the results.
And it didn't take long for you to see results.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And this is a procedure that cannot bring you to an unnatural cosmetic state. It can only bring you to your own natural youthfulness. So it's not something people are gonna go, whoa, what happened to you? Absolutely not. You just look awake and refreshed and young, youthful.
Right, so there's not the fear of it looking unnatural.
Absolutely not.
It's very natural and it's very non-invasive.
It's your own body stimulating the collagen that we've lost. We lose collagen every year, and the ability to produce collagen, and that's really the fiber that holds our skin together. And if we don't have it, that's when we get the baggy saggies.
Gravity takes over, right, Kelly?
It surely does.
But there are things that you can do to combat that. Now, people may be watching and say, I would love to do that, but maybe it's not the right time in your life, or you're just going to put it off, you're going to wait. What do you say?
Everybody, I think I hear that all the time. I'll do it someday. I'll call someday. Today is someday. Do something for yourself now, so that we're not looking at your face 10 years from now and saying, really, there's nothing else left for you. We have to do surgery. Let's not get to that point. Let's be proactive, not reactive.
So that you love who you see when you look in the mirror. That's what it's about, is really liking what you see.
Taking that, all that brain power that we put into, I wish I didn't have this and I don't like this, and taking that away, think of what you could do if you didn't have to worry about those stupid, silly little things that we all worry about.
Yes, it's true. People do worry about them and harp on them, and it's easy as making a phone call to La Dermique and getting a free consultation with no obligation.
No obligation. We're not high-pressure sales. We're there to educate. We're there to give you options. If it's not for you, it's not for you, but you've at least explored it. And if it is, we'd love to treat you, and we'd love to get amazing results for you.
That you can show the before and after and show people exactly what you've done.
And then if you don't want to show anybody, you don't have to show anybody either. You can keep it just between us if that's the way you want it to go.
But you want to work with people. And the phone number, Kelly?
413-786-3376.
All right, and now we're going to show you all about ThermiSmooth, which is the procedure that we took a look at last week. Now you check it out.
So this is a great treatment for those who are concerned about eyes. Eyes is an area in our field that really doesn't have a ton of non-invasive procedures available. Most times it's what's called an upper or lower blepharoplasty, which is the surgical procedure. And a lot of women and men aren't willing to do that. They aren't either healthy enough to do it, or they're fearful of the surgical aspect of it, or they just don't agree with it. So this is a treatment that really can lift the brow. It can smooth out lines around the eyes. It can also decrease the puffiness through here, the fat pad through here. So it's a non-surgical way of improving the eye tissue. It also works beautifully around the mouth for the nasolabial folds and the jaw line area. And then there are areas of the body that also can be treated, but those take a little bit more time and a few more treatments. So it takes about an hour to an hour and a half, depending on how much of your face and neck you're having treated. If it's just the face, it's an hour. Add another half an hour if you're doing the neck. And most women want the face and the neck to match up. But it is something that you don't have to take time off of work for. You don't have to tell anybody you're doing it. It's completely non-invasive, and there is no downtime with it, which is the huge up for this treatment. Dr. Swarzeski and I are extremely particular about what procedures we bring in. We need to make sure that they can deliver, that what we say they deliver, and we don't bring in things that we don't believe in. So when we learned about the thermal RF procedures, we were very excited to see the results, and we're very happy with where it has been taking us so far. First off, they're going to come in and I'm going to go through the whole aspect of the procedure, what they can expect, individualized for them, because we're all different, we all age differently, so I want the patient to feel very comfortable and know what's going to happen before it even happens. So you're very well educated before you even go in. Once you go in and meet with Stefania, pretty much you're laying on the bed. There is no pain involved. You may get a light tingling sensation. She applies an ultrasound gel to the area, which just helps the handpiece move along the area. You may feel a little tingling sensation. You can chat, you can fall asleep, you can pretty much do whatever you want for that time. She removes the gel, puts on some sunscreen, and out the door you go. We recommend 3 to 4 of these treatments per session, and it depends on the amount of laxity. If you've got a little bit more laxity, you're probably going to be looking more at 4. If it's just you want to kind of get a little perk up, you're looking at 3. And they are done 2 weeks apart from each other. So every 2 weeks you come in for the treatment. The treatment can also be used on the stomach or any other part of the body that has laxity. We've gotten beautiful results with that, but it does require more treatments. So if, you know, post-baby belly has an issue, or laxity into the underarms, the lunch lady arms, definitely an area that can be come in and treated for. So when we talk about the human body, pretty much very few things are permanent, because we continue to age, we continue to grow, we continue to be exposed to the world. And how we describe this as we are rewinding the clock. So if we bring you back as if you looked 10 years ago, you start aging from that point on. So, and it depends on lifestyle, age, ethnicity, how you live your life, smoke, drink, all of those things. Right now they're tracking at about 1 year to 2 years that people are happy with the treatment before they have to come back in and have another treatment done. But because of the affordability of this treatment, it's obviously way more affordable than Botox than coming in every 3 months. So it may be more ideal for someone to choose this procedure over doing other procedures. We really are very dedicated in taking before and afters. Anytime anybody has a consultation with me, we have a Visio computer analysis procedure done. We live with ourselves every day, and it's very difficult for us to notice the subtle changes as they go on. So a lot of people will come in and they're like, I'm not sure if that worked. We look at the photos and they're like, oh my goodness, I didn't know that's where I came from. So yes, definitely befores and afters are provided for each patient. So if they want more information on the procedure itself, they can go to thermi.com, and that's THERMI.com. They can read about the ThermiSmooth and the ThermaTight and ThermaLift procedures, which are all sister procedures. If they'd like to know more about us, they can go to LaDermique.com and learn more about ourselves and our procedures and our physicians. They can also call the office for a complimentary consultation, or just to ask questions if they just want a little bit more information, and that number is 413-786-3376.